Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Captain of Industry. I think we're on to the 0.4.9 branch. Oh, our fluid module has just opened up, and so now we should be moving a little bit more. Now, I can go ahead and upgrade this one. Yeah, it's going to be easy for us to do, just to make sure that we've got a little bit more storage ready to go. We've got nice a big chunk of diesel over here. I do like this little setup. It's probably a bit less compact than it could be, but I think it's going quite nicely actually. Food supply is looking pretty good. I don't think we're doing a decent job on the water side of things here, and so that's something that we'll definitely have a look at. We are researching some burners and stuff. We didn't do a great job with retaining, but we will fix that over the course of time, I believe. Also, we could have retained over here, which we've decided to not do. Well, I wasn't actually playing around with retaining as much yet. So there's a few other things. One of those things is, I believe now we can, yeah, here we go. Now we can move this around. So we'll have food right at the top. And then what are the next things? Let's have a let's then move to a bit of the raw materials. Ooh, so it doesn't actually. Okay, well, let's just do it here. Raw materials. Okay, pause it a little bit. Raw materials, like that. Then probably our manufactured materials. Actually, another raw material over there is our raw materials, then our manufactured goodies, and I want that one right at the top so I can see those super critical ones firstly, and then we'll move down. This will move down. Is this a raw material I would like over here instead? Let's do that, and then we have some refined parts and stuff towards the end here. What I will do, oops, I didn't want to do that. What I will do is I'll place these things together so we kind of have a good idea. Shall I move that one? Actually, and we'll do this one over there. That's pretty good. I like that. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's a good little mix. So we can see the critical stuff right at the top here. Water is critical, but I think less so. Now, can I... Let's have a quick look. Where are we producing maintenance? Let's have a quick look here. So our global need is 202. Is that correct? Per 60 seconds. And this guy is producing 105 per 60 seconds. So we're right on the cusp of it. So we're at the point where we may have to go either upgrade, which I think is quite useful, or we may have to do another one. We can also probably expand this a little bit, but I wanted to just make sure we stabilize some of these goodies first. Okay, water. Let's have a quick look at what our groundwater looks like. So we've got groundwater over here only. Believe that should be pretty good, and we're maintaining a fair bit of water in this location right here. Now the question is, would we want to run water in here instead, or also maybe? We're pretty much getting to the end of this the dumping over here, so we'll need to keep a little bit of an eye on that dumping. Now, did we want to run the water all the way across here? What are we doing? This is water coming in. This is water coming out. We could potentially split it off of here and run it across that way. And I think in order to make sure that we maintain a good supply of water, shall we do the medium ramp? Wow, it takes a lot of stuff actually. And this one? This one is only half of it in terms of concrete. I don't think we need the big ones. So let's do a little something like that over there. I think that's going to be appropriate. So let's unpause that one, and then let's get a let's get a bit of water going this way. So I would like a pipe. We'll do pipe 1 from over there. Actually, I'll keep it nice and high. Just see where we... Oh, actually, we'll do it all the way to that spot there. Okay. And now probably drop it down by 1. We'll go all the way through there. We'll go underneath. Ooh, we're not quite right there. We'll go back up to number 2. 2 is the spot where we could actually and what we'll do is we'll go nuts and tie it in right over there. Excellent. And this stuff is all good. Good. So let's unpause that and we'll get that going. We'll probably need to upgrade that pipe now, but that's okay. So now that means we will be able to have a more decent supply of water for our little settlement over here, which I kind of claimed that we've sorted out in the last episode. Now, let's have a look. What is the next thing for us? We'll move over here. Ooh, actually, let's quickly have a look what the ship is. So we can continue to further explore, I'm assuming. Yes, so we've already got the oil rig underway, doing its thing at a double shift, actually. So it's moving pretty quickly. That's good. We could go and explore a little further afield. And let's go about doing that. Let's explore up here, please. So let's get the ship to move along. I have actually found out that you can go and pick up crude oil and things like that with your cargo ship. So now when this guy comes along, is it filling up? Oh, here it comes. It's got a little bit more ready to go, available to pick up. Oh yeah, there we go. It just didn't quite want to work. So there we go. Is it stored in here? What? Oh, no. It's slowly ticking down. And I believe we're using it quicker than this thing can actually get it filled up. Okay, but anyway, that means we have a fair bit of diesel storage over here. I did think the time is right. The burner is finished. We'll have a look at that now. The time is right for us to move our fuel station over here. And I like the idea of placing it right there and giving it a little bit of a pipe 1 diesel connection only. Let's just make sure it's a pipe 1 diesel connection. Okay, so we'll do that, and we will get both of these things built. We'll assign at least a couple of vehicles to it once it's done. Now, head back into the research. Now, what's going on with the research? We did the burner, and the idea was that we would want it to move down to food, to do wheat farming. Wheat farming offers us wheat, and I believe we've picked up wheat seeds already. Yeah. We've picked it up. We do the mill and the baking unit. Oh, and I'm assuming the baking unit is just connected to the settlement directly. So we'll have to do a wheat farm, a mill, and then this should give us a fair bit. So at the mill, we'll create flour and animal feed. Ooh, interesting. And then the baking unit allows flour plus water and gives us bread. So that's quite interesting. And I believe that just connects straight to the... It has to connect just straight to the thing. Then we can also do some other things. So we can go from the mixer, we can turn wheat into animal feed directly. And animal feed, I'm assuming we will use for like chickens and stuff, right? We'll have to get there. We still need to find the corn seeds. And here's our first round of potential fertilizers. Fertilizer from biomass to compost. Animal feed to compost. There we go. This is the one. We'll do animal feed to compost plus water, and create some fertilizers. That looks like a pretty good mix for us. So wheat farming is something I'm quite keen on. Biofuels is not giving me something I want right away. Basic desalination could be interesting, but I think this is very power hungry. And so that settlement power might be something we're interested in also. There's a lot. Ship weapons. Let's get cracking on wheat farming. Then we'll move on to ships weapons. And then we'll go basic desalination. And then probably think about settlement power a little bit. I think that should do okay. Food market 2 would be interesting also, but we'll come back to that. So there we go, and we'll do that pretty slowly because we don't only have the one working, but we could potentially do 2. So let's unpause this one, and we'll do a couple of them at the same time. So we'll run at least 2. I do like the little bus thing that we're doing here, so that's pretty good. This is yeah. Now things are filling up pretty nicely over here. I wanted to move this stuff, to be honest. So let's move rubber. What does rubber take? Let's just have a look. Rubber takes coal plus diesel. Okay, so if we wanted to do a bit of rubber here, got coal over there. Actually, is there a different recipe for rubber? Plus sulfur. Okay, let's go. Location explored. Another settlement, and we've got some stuffs. What does this settlement offer us? A food pack for crude oil? Oh, only contracts. Vehicle parts 2 for crude. For crude oil. So we could basically start. Gold for crude oil. That's quite interesting. What did we find at the second settlement over here? No, this was the first one. This was the second one. This one gives us. We can use a trade contract where we can use construction part 3 to buy yet another cargo ship. That's okay. This guy doesn't actually offer us any contracts, but I believe we can add population and things like that too. Okay, and we can obviously increase the size of it. Can we move on to another location? No, we cannot. So send the ship back home, please. That's good. I'm happy that we're starting to see these things. Rubber. Okay, let's get back to rubber. Sulfur. Ooh, let's have a quick look. What's going on here? 212. Yeah, so we can't actually maintain a decent supply of it. Now, if we upgrade this, I believe we should have sufficient power, right? This guy generates how much power? 1 megawatt. So it's only 600 kilowatts that we're getting here. So if we wanted to, we would have to expand and do another one. Yeah, and we could actually squeeze in on either side, actually, on either side. That's good. Okay, fine. So maybe let's upgrade it and see what we get from it. So let's go and do an upgrade there. That should be pretty good. Wheat farming is underway. The burner gives us the burner building. Let's go in here and have a quick look at the burner. The burner gives us this building, and we can basically burn waste and create air pollution from it, and that kind of gives us anything we need. A little bit of water coming through here. I believe what I needed to do was upgrade this to pipe 2. Let's do a quick deliver for that. That would be good. So now water should move through these things a little bit. Okay, what's wrong with this? That's the wrong direction, right? Just toggle my direction for me, please. So now, yeah, water is actually moving through this pipe. So presumably we shall get that thing nice and filled up eventually. Is this? Oh, no. This is the right. Yeah. Here we go. I would like to turn. Probably you can. No. Let's just turn that off. So there we go. No longer importing or exporting. So vehicles are being freed up. That should fill up quite naturally over time. We should have a continuous supply of water for our people. And now we have a worker shortage. So I'm thinking, do we expand into this area here? We don't need necessarily that area there. So let's have a bit of a look at an expansion. We can also go to housing 2, though it's a little bit more pricey for us to do that. So let's just potentially look at another little expansion over here. What? That looks like a weird kink there. Yeah. Let's pop an expansion in there, and we'll get that to be built. That's okay. All of this is looking okay. That's trending down a little. Okay, rubber. Rubber was the next piece of the puzzle. And where did we actually use rubber? It's over here, right? We use rubber over here. That's okay. We can still move rubber through. No problem. We can still move rubber through. So let's get a rubber maker, which should be over here. Oh, I wanted to check up on sulfur. Let's have a quick look. Ooh, hang on. Let's just double check this first. So this is now creating 480. So this guy should really quite comfortably get us back up to where we want to be, right? Right? Is that getting us to where we want to go? I believe it is. It is trending in the right direction here. Right, so we are improving our stuff here. So our global need is like a 210, 20, something like that. This guy is producing 480, so we actually don't even need both of them. Right, so let's actually just switch off one of them, because now with that one in place, that's less workers that's required. Perfect, and that should keep us covered. But we'll have a look. Maybe I'm mistaking, but we should keep that in mind. Now we can definitely start doing wheat farming, I believe. Ooh, we cannot. Oh, we're still busy researching that. So let's get back to our rubber maker. This is filling up nicely, which is something I like. Now let's not import or export from over here, and let's upgrade this one to a level 2 fluid storage before we lose access to it, just so that we have a little bit more there. This thing is also actually retaining a little bit more, so I like that. Now let's do the rubber maker. Oh, I keep forgetting. So sulfur ever so quickly. So let's have a quick look at sulfur. Sulfur gets produced from a sour water stripper, which is something we need to get to at some point. So let's quickly pop in here and have a quick look. Sour water stripper is where? Where exactly will we find ourselves a sour water stripper? Basic desalination? Nah. Steel smelting? No. Oh, I do need to do steel smelting. Just thinking about that. Water recovery? No. Ooh. That's different cooling towers. I like that. I like that. Sour water stripper. Oh, here it is. Sulfur processing. So what we could do is we could potentially drop some of these requirements. We've started working on this anyway. Remove it from the queue, please. Wheat farming. Please finish off wheat farming. Basic desalination is not something that we need straight away. Let's forget about the ship weapons for the time being. I don't mind that just yet. So we don't have anything in the queue beyond that. So can we then move on to steel smelting? And then we can go into construction 3, which will get us into the sulfur processing. Okay, so let's leave it there. We'll keep those things going. Now, back to can you guys please move out of the way? I believe I can send them somewhere, right? I can't remember. Ah, there we go. That's the button. Move out of the way, please. There we go. Okay, now back to a rubber maker. So for the time being, we're not going to be able to do the sulfur, but we do have sour water over here, which will be of interest to us. So that's okay. Which are we? Oh, we're actually just trucking the stuff out. That's what we're doing. We're just trucking that sour water out. So for the time being, we don't have a connection. We're just dropping it off over here. Yeah. Sour water is being dropped off over here. And we could potentially do the wastewater drop it off somewhere over here, build a little piece in there so that we continue to use that a little bit better. Excellent. So now let's rotate this guy. And we flip it and get a little... Ooh, no. Go down, please. Rotate it. So we could get a little bit more room like that. Give us a little bit more room. There's plenty of people who play this game to try and sort things out as effectively as possible. I don't want a pipe 2 here, though. Can we have a look at a pipe 1 instead? We could even get the pipe from that one. Because I would rather leave a little bit of room so I can actually get that one out of there. That works quite well. We can comfortably start doing this at some stage. And now the question is, do I put a tank of wastewater here? I think for the time being, let's do that. Let's tank the wastewater in here. That needs to be moved. Okay, hang on. What's going on with this thing? Priority in. They're both full, right? What's going on over here? This is the priority in right there, right? At the bottom, priority in from that side. So why is this thing constantly moving? That's not the priority. So is this thing not getting this stuff quick enough? Let's just have a look here. What's happening here? It's missing input. So water, it's not getting water quick enough. Okay, well, let's upgrade that and we'll do a quick deliver there. And we'll upgrade this one and we'll do a quick deliver on that one. So if we upgrade those two, can we get water in here a little quicker and probably plug that one down a little? Missing input. Why are you missing inputs? I'm a little perplexed by why this thing is missing its inputs. What does it actually need in terms of those inputs? It needs like 24 and 36 of these things. So why? I don't quite get why it's not actually moving. Well, what I'll do is let's switch that thing off for the time being, right? And we'll see. Is it a matter of this thing isn't actually moving stuff? Oh, potentially. You know what? Let's just do this. Let's just upgrade these, and see maybe that makes a difference. Maybe that makes a difference in keeping these pipes a little fuller. I'm almost wondering whether we just shouldn't do one of each. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna fix this. We need to get this thing to work. Otherwise, this thing will be unbalanced for like forever. So what I'll do, I am going to do a slightly different setup here. So instead of potentially piping everything this way, we do need a little bit of. I want to fix this thing. So if I delete all of that and we just run these guys, what is the input here? It's water. So the water still would have to make its way this way or the other way. And where, yeah, the input for that has to be over here, but we should be able to actually do the nice inputs on both sides. Let's do two of these things. Let's do two of them. So go to electricity, water. Yes, so boiler, gas boiler. So I want a gas boiler over here. Okay, we'll move it a little bit further that way. Ooh, they're pretty pricey. We'll do that. I will, at the same time, demolish... if we do a quick remove of these things... how do I can't actually demolish some of these things. And what was that? Oh, that was our Steam. This was our Steam output. Yeah, that's fine. Let's do that. Get rid of that. Pause the game so we don't. Anyway, that actually it doesn't actually matter. And all the way that way. Okay, so now all of that should move. This thing won't be able to move, so let's do a quick remove to that. Actually, all of these is probably going to have trouble. Okay, so and I'm a little impatient with that also. Okay, so there we go. So now I need to get these things to start moving a little quicker. So the other thing I want is a gas boiler over here. Flip it around. Yeah, actually, gives us a fair bit of maneuverability on this stuff. So let's do that. I want to, let's go up to, we'll cut across up to there. And then we'll drop it down. Can I not, can I do that? It doesn't want to... No, it has to go down. It has to go through there. It's not joining. Let me just see. It can't squeeze into that. Well, we'll put it in there. That's okay. This one we'll do up by 2 as well. And then, ooh... Actually, we'll need to keep it straight, keep it nice and straight over here, but up to about there. And we'll slot it in like so. There we go. Now this guy, I can run the pipe 1 straight over the top of this thing. Let's just switch off the R so it doesn't do that. And yeah, I believe this should work. Get the R back. Come on. There we go. Ooh, there we go. Connect it in there. And this guy, connect you over there. So that should give us this guy running. On the other side of the spectrum, we would like to run this guy straight over the top there. This is pipe 2, isn't it? No, it's not pipe 2. This is not pipe 2. Let's go up a level. Like that. Switch the R back, drop it down, and tie it in. And this guy over there. There we go. Now, I know it's not perfect, but hopefully that will work. So let's get all of that stuff built quickly. And what we will do here is we'll say that's priority in, that's priority in. Actually, this is priority in. Then it's... Can we multi-priority? No, we cannot. So the idea is really that if we can get these things built a little quicker, yeah, I believe that's okay. That's the last quick deliver there. Now this thing should really start moving again. What is this? Oh, hang on. We're missing the smokestack. What is it producing actually? It is producing 48. It's producing 48 of this, and the smokestack should cover that quite comfortably. So let's do a smokestack there and a small smokestack over here, and we'll quickly get them built. Actually, this one I'll do a quick deliver, and that one I'll do a quick deliver as well. Our Unity is looking pretty healthy. That I didn't want to boost it. Wanted to do a quick deliver. There we go. So now we should well and truly be able to sort this thing out. And what I'll do is I'll keep that one running, but presumably between the other two, I don't know why this guy is still being allowed to get anything in here. We don't need any more than the 60. So anyway, we'll keep that running and see if that works a little bit better. I can switch on the rubber maker. So let's get the rubber maker built, please. So we can start moving things out a little bit. Oh, sour water will be, or there's some stuff that's going to be set off from this one. Okay. Population is slowly growing. What's going on with our stuff here? So we've probably run out of trees to harvest. No, we have not. Those we've been using a little bit. That's looking pretty healthy. Our food is actually increasing a little bit, it seems. So yeah, everything is looking pretty healthy. What I am wondering about is potentially increasing the size of some of these things. So let's do an upgrade there and see about a further increase in some of these, the storage of some of these things. That's okay. That's okay. All of these things are kind of okay. So the metal plates basically, or the iron plates. And then on this side of things, got this guy, but I think we should probably upgrade that one too. So let's do a bit of a drop off there, and now it should be able to deal with a little bit more. Oh, we can't upgrade even further. I think the bigger ones is even bigger. So that's okay. We'll fill up a little bit more of this. This guy, let's fill up this guy a little bit more too. I could obviously expand it quite easily otherwise. And what we'll after is we will be okay. So yeah, that's a better one for us to do, but for the time being it'll have to be this one, and we will need to bring in, I think, you know what, I think it's just going to be easier for us to just do another loose storage over here and another spot for them to fill up. Just the small one, I think, is okay. We'll do that, and we'll do that, and we'll get this built, and we'll get this filled up with coal, and I believe that should give us this stuff. And what we'll do is we'll also do this, right? We'll just hit it straight in there, and we'll unpause it, and we'll call this the rubber piece. So there we go. So we'll keep that nice and filled up. Okay, good. Now we've got the wheat farming done, right? So do we add wheat right in here? Okay, so wheat farming, let's just double check where it goes. So the food market, the waste collection. So it's not in here actually. So where would we find the mill and the baking unit? So we actually would have to do a baking unit where? Okay, so the baking unit is just a separate piece, just like everything else. So the mill goes into the baking unit, etc., etc. So the question is, do we start setting up a bit of an irrigated farm for like that? Let's do it. Let's get ourselves an irrigated farm. We'll set it up like this. Well, we don't need it just yet. Well, do we? Just do that. We'll set up. We'll get it started basically. And then what we want to do, this one needs to do wheat, right? So if it just does wheat and that, it goes to 65. If it does wheat and manure, it goes to 76. And then if we add, say, veggies to the mix, it goes up to 72. Yeah, so really, let's just let's just non it out there. And we'll just do it this way. So we'll just do a manure run, a green manure run after every one. So we'll do something like that. Then from here, we'll do the mill. And the mill just does it straight away. Excellent. So I'm just thinking, we could do the mill pretty close by, actually. Right, we'll do a little something like this for the mill. And then out of the mill comes what? Does the mill have different... I'm assuming we'll have some different stuff later that we can run through here. I'm kind of tempted to well, then we'll do the baking unit and on the other side. So let's cancel this. Let's cancel this one out. We'll grab the mill again, and what we'll do is we'll flip it around, and then we'll rotate it. That's the one I'm after. So we'll slot it in there. We'll do a little something with fertilizers, right? Not too sure where. Maybe we haven't done it yet. And then from here, the next thing we need to do is the baking unit. The baking unit needs... Ooh, that's interesting. Anyway, it'll probably not run most of the time. But it will need... it will need water. So what I'll do is we'll do that. We'll connect these up there. We will need to bring water through. Where shall we do that? Get that from? Let's do that first. That's okay. Now water. I've got water closer on this side, to be honest. You know what? This area should be filled with water. We may be able to just do a groundwater pump. So if we do something like that, we'll get ourselves a little bit of a fluid storage in between here. I think that's okay. There we go. So now we'll be able to produce bread. What we'll do is a loose storage. For bread, so we'll have bread like that. So that's our setup. I'll unpause. I'm not going to build that just yet, but it's ready to go should we need it to go. This thing is slowly filling up a little bit more. This thing should be under construction. Excellent. This should be working. Oh, apart from the fact that we don't have a fluid storage here. So I'll do this, right, and we'll get this thing delivered. That would be waste water, and I would like you to stay fairly empty. And this should fill up nicely. Excellent. No imports here, please, but you can export from there. That means we can slowly start to switch off this rubber maker. And what I thought we need to do is put a wastewater tank in here somewhere. I think that'll be good. Let's do that. Actually, it needs to go back even further. Do a quick remove there. We'll get ourselves a fluid storage. Like so. No. Tie that in. Tie that in. That's okay. And we'll get these things done. This will be wastewater. And I wanted to do the quick deliver because this is an active system. There we go. So now we'll have wastewater ready to be dropped off over here also. So if that thing does grow. So now it means that wastewater from over here can be delivered. Let's deliver that. Sorry about that. Why is there wastewater in here? No import, please. No import whatsoever. Oh, it might have done it through there. So there we go. That should do the trick. So we'll switch this guy off. That's good. We've got a little bit of diesel. Oh, we're actually keeping the diesel full over here. We may start, moving things around a little bit, I think. Wheat processing is done. Steel smelting is underway, and the rest we'll get into. Guys, that's going to be the end of this episode. So we've done a little bit of further tweaking. Got our stuff moving on here a little bit more. I think we will probably start to expand our power because I think we're at the max that this can do, and we're actually using a little bit of diesel every now and again here, I think. So it doesn't look that way. We may move that down here. Ooh, we're actually... Stuff's... Oh! Interesting. Is this thing paused? No, output is full. So this whole thing... What is going on? Is that thing is full? That's why this thing is being held up. So let's just have a look. Is this thing dropping down at all? This thing should not be moving, please. Can I, if I upgrade this to a higher value, will that do anything for us? Let's upgrade this and see if that does anything, and then I'll pause I'll end the episode there. Let's do that and see if that means we can, fill this thing up with way more steam. I still can't quite get... No, prioritize that, please. We definitely need a double priority there. It needs to be... so it was pretty equal on those two. I think that might have been the issue. But let's see. Maybe this will work a little bit better. I do need us to get rid of this fairly quickly. That's not even filling up at the moment. Okay, but everything else is starting to move on a little bit. So I'm assuming we're moving. Yeah. This is moving through. Okay, excellent. That is looking pretty good. So that's really the end of things here. This will be emptied every now and again. We can add some more power because we've got plenty of steam generation in this area. So that's all good. Excellent. Thanks, guys. I will see you in the next episode. If you've enjoyed it, please hit that like button. Bye-bye.